Hello everyone, I am Kamal Subedi and welcome to my video on Java programming language. In this video, we'll see what is Java and more specifically about the inheritance on Java. Here you go.
What is Java? Java is high-level programming language which was developed by Sun Microsystems in early 19. So as other high-level programming language like C Sharp or C++, Java is also a high-level programming language, but it's a little bit different from other programming language in the sense that it's a cross-platform programming language, platform-independent programming language, which you can run and which you can develop and run on multiple operating systems like in Windows, in Linux, and in Mac OS or any other operating systems. Um, it runs its program using special virtual machines called Java virtual machines, which is responsible for running Java programs. And whenever you install Java on your operating systems, like in Windows or Linux or Mac OS, you also install the Java virtual machines. And this Java virtual machines is same for every for every operating systems like every operating system support the Java virtual machines, and Java virtual machines is responsible for running your Java programs. So that's why Java is called cross-platform programming language or platform independent. You know that especially Java is platform independent, that you can run Java in any operating systems, because the Java virtual machine is responsible for running its program. So your program runs on this Java virtual machine. Uh, and before developing Java, we need to install Java JDK and JRE on your operating systems. And morely, the Java is object-oriented programming language, because without because without class and objects, it's impossible to write any Java programs. So now we are going to talking about inheritance in Java. Inheritance is the mechanism in which one class acquires the property of another class. That is, a child class acquires the properties and behavior of the parent class or superclass. For example, a child inheritance the traits of his or her parents. With the inheritance, we can reuse the field and method of the existing class. That we can inheritance the data and object of the existing class. That we don't need to rewrite the code again and again. Uh, why the basically inheritance is used? For the code reusability and for the runtime polymorphisms, that if we use the inheritance, then we don't need to write the same code again and again that we already write in the one class. If we use the same data in one class, then we can inherit it in other class also, and we can use this the existing data object in another class. Here we can see the syntax for the inheritance, that we write first class and the class name or subclass name. That here key is the keyword for the inheritance, that we need to add the extents for the inheritance, and the superclass, that's also called a parent class or base class. Then we need to write the code over here, and then inheritance. The types of inheritance, basically there are three types of inheritance which is support in Java. That single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. There are many inheritance, but only three these three inheritance are supported in Java. Now we are talking about the single inheritance. Single inheritance, in it, one class extend another class, only one class, no more than one class. Here we can see that class A is the parent class and class B is the child class, and class B inherits the data object from the class A. When the derived class inherits the properties and the behavior from the single parent class, then it is called single inheritance. In above diagram, class B extends only class A, that it doesn't inheritance the data from other classes. That class B doesn't inheritance the data from other class. It only extends the data from class A, and the class A is a superclass and class B is the subclass. And then we are talking about the multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance, one class can inherit from the derived class. Hence, the derived class becomes the base class for the new class. Here we see the picture that the one class inherits the data from another class, and now this class, the data of this class can used by class next class, this class C. That means the data of the data and object of the class A is used by the class B, and again the data of the class B is used by the class C. That means class C gonna use the data of class A and class B. That means as per the in the diagram, class C is the subclass of B and B is the subclass of class A. That is, when our derived class inherits the properties and behavior from the derived class, again that the class B is the derived class of class A and the C is the derived class of class B. That means here class B is the superclass of class B and the class B is the superclass of class C, and the class B is the base class, sorry, class B is the subclass of the class A and the class C is the subclass of class B. It is simply known as the multi-level inheritance. That means the more than two class or three or more than one or two class are participate in multi-level inheritance. Now we are talking about the hierarchical inheritance. In hierarchical inheritance, one class is inherited by many classes. That we can see that in the pictures, that the class A is the superclass here, and all the three class B and class C, class and D are the subclass over here. That the data and object of the class A are inherited by the class B and class C and class D. Now you can see here the difference of the class of the multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. Here in the multi-level inheritance, one class is the base class of the another class, and again this class is the superclass of this class. But here in the hierarchical inheritance, there is the only one base class or superclass. The data of base class is inheritance by many two or many subclass. When two or more derived class inheritance the property of when two or more base class inheritance the property of parent class, that there is only one parent class, then it is called hierarchical inheritance. The syntax all the code and syntax we're gonna see later. I'll told you the told you the code later. Now we just only define the classes. First, basically understand the basic concept of the inheritance, then we will gonna see the code later. Now, as I already told you, there are many inheritance which are not supported by the Java. There are basically two inheritance. One is multiple inheritance and another is hybrid inheritance, which is not supported by the Java. But it is the multi-level and hybrid inheritance are supported by the C++. In multiple inheritance, one class extend more than one class. That Java doesn't support it, but C++ support it. That the class A is a superclass of class C, and the class B is also a superclass of class C. That the data and object of the class A is inherited by the class C. That means the data of an object of class A is used by the class C. Also, the data of class B is used by the class C. That means the class C gonna inheritance the data and object of from the both class A and class C. Sorry, class A and class B. That the class C is gonna inheritance data of class A and class C. We're gonna the code we're gonna see later. Yeah, As per above diagram, class C extends the class A and class B both. That the class A and class B are the superclass of class C, and the class C is the derived subclass of the class A and class B. And now we're talking about the hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance is the combination of single and multiple inheritance. That the class B is the subclass of class A, and here the class D is the subclass of class B, and the class C is the subclass of class A. Now the class C is gonna use the data of class A, class B, and class C. That means the class C gonna use the data of class A, and the class D gonna use the data of class A, class B, and class C. That means the class B gonna use the data of class A, and the class C is gonna use the data of class A. Now the class D is inheritance inherited the class A, B, and C. That means it is gonna use the data of both of all class A, class B, and class C. That means, as per the above example, all the public and protected members of class A are inheritance into the class D. First view class A and second view class C. That means all the data, all the members, or all the data from of the class A are inheritance into the class D. That means class D is gonna use all the data of class A and class B and class C also. If the data is added in the class B also, then this also will use gonna class D. That note, the Java doesn't support hybrid or multi-level inheritance. As I already told you, Java doesn't support hybrid and multiple inheritance because it leads method overloading, extended same class and same method name. Here you go, the code of single label inheritance. Here, class student is created, and the student class is the parent class or the super class over here, and the object of class student is string name Kamal. Here you can see the Kamal, and then we created another class, public class single label extend. I already told you the extend is the keyword for the inheritance, and the superclass, the name of superclass, uh, and then string class name btech. Then we created the object for the class super single label, and then we created the member function over here, that the public void show data. Now we're gonna print the name and class name by using the inheritance. Now we can see here the name, which is the object of class student. Now here we are printing the name of the student. That means we inherit the name from here, from this superclass, and then we created the object over here, single label object, new single label. Then we call the object. Now we can get the output. Now you can see the output. The student name is Kamal, student class name is btech. Now what we get over here is, by using the inheritance we can call the, or we can use the object or data of another class using keyword extend. Now likewise we're gonna see the code for multi-level inheritance. Here it is. Here is the code for multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance, more than one or two class are created, and follow the step, here is the class student and the student college student and student detail. Now we inherit the class student in the college student by using the keyword extend. Likewise we created the class student detail and inheritance the data from student class. Means this class inherits the data from this class student class, and this class inherits the data from this class. That means this class will gonna inherit the data from both the classes. Now you can see that the string name is Kamal and the string class name is BTech, and we created the object over here. String semester is third semester in the class detail. Now we created the member function print void show detail, print student name student, that will gonna inherited from this class, and the class name will be inherited from this class. That means this class student detail class will inherit the data from class college student and student. Here you can see that more than two class are participate in the inheritance. Now we created the object student detail, object new student detail. Now we call the show detail. That means we call the member function. We call this member function show detail. Now we're gonna see the output. Here you go. The student name is Kamal. Student name is Kamal. That means name. The string name is Kamal, which we inherit from class student, and then class name BTech, that which we inherited from college student class, and then at the last third semester. This is the code for multi-level inheritance. Likewise, we're gonna see for the hierarchical inheritance. Here is the hierarchical inheritance. Now you can see the hierarchical inheritance. We make a class number first, and then class 8 number, and then class multiply numbers. Now what we gonna do over here is we inherit the one class to the many classes. That means this class number will gonna inherited by the multiple classes. That means 8 number and multiple number. That means the class number, the data of class number will be used by the number and multiply number. That means what we have here is we have the data integers value of a is equal to 10 and integer value b is equal to 20, and we're gonna use this data in class b. Here is the member function show data, show add, and system.out.println is equal bracket a plus b. That means that a plus b will be value will be inherited from this, and a into b, here is the a into b, that the a and b, the value of a and b will be inherited from this class. Now we have to make a object 8 number, object 1 is equal to new 8 number, and multiply number object b is equal to new multiply number, and we're gonna call the member function over here object 1 dot show add. That means this member function will gonna call, and a plus the value of a plus b will be printed, and likewise we're gonna call the member function show multiply. We created the call the show multiply, and the value of a into b will be printed. Now we're gonna see the output. See, here we got the value of a plus b and a into b. Okay, what's the value of a? A is 10 and b is 20. Likewise, we have got the value of a plus b and a into b over here. That is the code for all three types of inheritance: single label inheritance, multi-label inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. That's the code for types of inheritance in Java. As we already talked about the inheritance in Java, now I'm going to uh, tell you about the additional learning which I'm going to do in this semester for the Java. Now I'm going to show you the course is Java for Android. Now here you go. The course name is Java for Android by Vanderbilt University. Here is the 4 weeks, and in the first week I have 3 module, and in the first module 1 quiz, in second module 1 quiz. It's introduction to Android Studio, and in the third module of the week 1 I have to do 1 quiz and programming assignment about the simple Android application using basic Java features. And week 2, here it is the 2 module, control flow and structured data. In the control flow I have to do 1 quiz, 1 assignment, and the structured data 1 assignment and 1 quiz. And here in the week 3 it's 2 module. One is classes and interference, and one is inheritance and polymorphism. In the class and interference, I have to watch nearly 1 hour video, and I have to read 1 hour article. It's a text, and the practice sessions 6 hour, and I need to complete 1, 2, 3 quiz and 2 assignment in the module 6 of quiz week 3. And in the module 7, inheritance and polymorphism, 2 quiz and 1 assignment. And as you complete all 3, after completing all 3 weeks, I have to do 1 mini project, that Android calculator. I have to make 1 Android calculator using Java. In the week 4 I have to, it's like a mini project that I have to watch 20-minute video, tutorial video. Here maybe I'll get some idea about it, but I can easily make it. It's simple. And I have to do one, this assignment. I guess I have to do a code over here, and then it's a review for the mini project calculator app. That's all for the additional learning in this semester about the Java for Android. I'm going to do this course for my additional learning in this semester for Java.